Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. True Gamer for Reals here for you. And today I'm going to show you how to use virtual desktop via SideQuest on your PC to give you wireless streaming to your Quest 2 or pretty much any headset that you have set up with it. That allows you to eliminate the Oculus cable, so you are just completely wire free and can play most games like Half-Life Alyx without being plugged into your computer. A lot of people have been asking me what my settings are. I can run games pretty much flawlessly with no latency or lag or anything like that, and this is how you do it. So first thing you want to do is you want to download the Streamer app from virtualdesktop.net. So just go ahead and open up any browser and go ahead and download that. Once you download that, make sure you open up the executable file, and you want to follow the prompts, and you're going to be then downloading the desktop icon for your virtual desktop streamer, and that's basically what that looks like right there. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and open up your browser again and go to sidequestvr.com and download the program that is there for that. So once that's downloaded, you go ahead and open up the executable file again, and you go ahead and follow the prompts, and it gives you the SideQuest icon on your desktop like so. So after that is done, you want to go ahead and throw on your Quest 2 headset. Go ahead and power it up, or whatever headset that you're using. Once you have your Quest booted up, you're going to be on your main menu like so, or if you're not, you just want to go ahead and hit your Oculus icon and go ahead and hit Apps, and then go to Store. Once you're on the store, you want to click on the search button, and then you're going to type in virtual desktop. As you can see, it's a pretty popular thing, so it's already there for you. So once that is searched and brought up, you just want to go ahead and buy the virtual desktop program on your Quest 2 or whatever headset you're using. Make sure you buy it. It's $19.99, and I promise you it is 100% well worth it. Everything you need is right there, so just make sure that is downloaded for you. Okay? So outside of your headset, you want to go ahead and take your headset off. Once that is off, you are going to hop back onto your desktop. Once back on the desktop here, you want to go ahead and plug in your Quest 2 into your computer, and make sure you allow your computer to read your Quest 2 inside the Quest headset. It's going to be an option in there that says, cancel, allow, or deny. Make sure you allow it, and that will allow the Quest 2 to actually be read by your desktop and SideQuest. So make sure you double click SideQuest. Once SideQuest is open, you're going to see that it is connected via down here at the bottom, or up here at the top left corner. This red icon will be green. So once that is green, you know your headset is connected to SideQuest properly. Then all you're going to do is in your program, you're going to search virtual desktop once again. And you want to go ahead and click on virtual desktop. So what this program is right here inside the SideQuest is the Virtual Desk VR patch. And what that does is allow you to stream from your desktop to your Quest 2 via the Virtual Desktop app. What it does is it modifies the files for the one that you actually bought on your Quest here on the computer, so that is all set up. So make sure it's all plugged in, make sure you have the green light, and then all you want to do is hit install to headset. Once it's installed, you'll get a green light up here, a green check mark that says you are installed on your headset. Once that's done, you can go ahead and unplug your Quest 2 or whatever headset you're using from your computer, and that's all you need to do with that. So you want to go ahead and close SideQuest. Once everything is set up, then you're going to go ahead and open your virtual desktop streamer. Now right here are the settings you want to use for your actual computer. Now let me just go ahead and say, before you really even get started with this, you want to make sure that your desktop or laptop is plugged into the Ethernet cord on your desktop. That way you are getting a nice strong connection internet-wise to your computer. You can run it wirelessly if you'd like through Wi-Fi, but the results are much, much better if you are plugged in hardwired with the Ethernet to your computer. Once that's done, you want to check Allow Remote Connections. Make sure the Adjust Bitrate, Start Windows, and Start Minimize Tray is unchecked. You want to check Use Touch Input. Lock Computer on Disconnect. You want to have that unchecked. Auto select microphone, stream audio, mute computer speakers, and use virtual desktop all need to be checked with the blue checks. Then you want to make sure under preferred codecs you choose H.264, and that is all you need to do as far as that goes. All right, so you want to go ahead and minimize that. Then you want to go ahead and throw back on your actual Quest 2 headset again. Once you have your headset back on, you just want to click Apps, and then you want to go to the browser or wherever your apps are, and you want to go ahead and launch Virtual Desktop again. So once you have Virtual Desktop on and running, this screen right here pops up. All right, and what it does is you want to go to your computer and you want to make sure that your computer is connected via Virtual Desktop. As you can see here, it'll say connected or disconnected. And that's really about it. This is the main screen for Virtual Desktop. So environments, you can pretty much choose whatever you want here. This gives you multiple basically just environments for what you want to look at when you are actually using the Virtual Desktop, and that's pretty much it. So once your games are installed on the computer, you'll see your list of games all set up here, and you can just basically hit play and go ahead and play them via Virtual Desktop from your computer on your Quest, all wireless. But first, there's a few extra setups here. So input, basically you could leave the input just default. There's really not a whole lot going on here. I never really messed with any of this, but this is my settings right here, so you can see just what I have going on, just to make sure that is how you want it set up. All right. Next, you want to go into settings. You want to make sure under computer you have auto connect and use optimal resolution checked. On environment quality, I just leave it on high. Really, that has nothing to do with anything other than the environment that's looking around your screen. So it's really not that big of a deal. If you have one that looks like a house, you might want to leave it on high or whatever, just so you can make sure everything looks the way it should and you don't see any rough edges or anything like that. On frame rate, I leave it on 60. It reduces flicker the lower you have it, so which is good. And most games in VR, you're not going to really be hitting any more than 60 frames per second anyways. So I just leave it on that just to leave it nice and smooth, and you won't really see anything too crazy. As far as the desktop bitrate, I have it maxed out as high as I possibly could get it with that. Some people will say 100 on there, some people say 32, some will say 64. I just max it out so you have the ability to use every last little bit of it that you can. Dynamic lighting, I leave disabled. Music and background, I don't have on, and I do have microphone pass-through checked. That way people can hear you through your microphone through your actual Quest headset. Works great when you're playing games like Pavlov and Contractors and things like that. For the advanced options, I allow custom orientation, I boost the clock rates, and I increase the color vibrance. Those are just some things that I kind of left factory. The only thing that is not checked is boost clock rates, and I do leave that checked. I feel like I get more performance out of that, what it is. Under streaming, graphics quality, you can do low, medium, or high. I leave it on medium just because it's a nice centerpiece for it. Most of the graphics look pretty good regardless. You can put it on high, but you will start to see a little bit of latency the higher that is. So I just leave that on medium, and it runs really good that way. The frame rate, once again, almost kind of like the frame rate from before. I just leave it on 60, and that's really all you need to leave it on. Most of the time, you're not hitting higher frame rates anyways in VR, so once again, just leave it at 60. The VR bit rate. This is pretty much your latency on your computer from your streaming, basically. So really, you have to find a sweet spot for this. I find that anywhere between 35 and 100 works really well. My sweet spot is 70. So I just leave it at 70 and you're pretty much good to go. Advanced options, you want sliced encoding checked, video buffering checked, and once again, the increased color vibrance checked. Everything else I leave unchecked, and that's really about it. So one major tip for this that I can provide for you guys is you want to make sure that you have everything off of your 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. The Quest 2 runs off of 5 gigahertz and 6 gigahertz. My network is 5. Unless you have a router that does 6, I would put it on 6. But as far as everybody mostly having 5 gigahertz, leave it on 5 gigahertz. Now, in my particular house, my wife has her phone, I have my laptop, her laptop, all the smart TVs, security systems, things like that. You want to change everything in your house to run off of your 2.4 gigahertz, and then only have your Quest on 5 gigahertz. That will make sure everything runs really smooth. So once again, make sure the Quest is only on 5 gigahertz. Make sure everything else that is using your Wi-Fi is on 2 gigahertz, and use all the settings that I put in this video, and you will be smooth sailing. All right? So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Leave any questions in the description below or in the comments below. And all the links I used will be in the description. And that's pretty much it. So once again, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.